Hey everybody, good morning. So I'm starting my day off with my coffee with the toffee creamer, caramel toffee creamer, and then I got my oatmeal. So this is my first time trying out the apple cinnamon oatmeal that I made with my granola. And then starting off my cheat week, I got my little granolas in here with my little cereal. This is one of the versions of a cheat week that I be having. Yeah, it's in the ice cream container, so what? Don't come for me, but I love it. Hey, so I just woke up. I look horrible. I know. Don't come for me. But my sugar is down to 83. Last night I took my insulin, which was about 30 units, and then I took another 10 units. Um, I don't know what made my sugar go up yesterday because I didn't eat much. I really didn't eat much yesterday, and I didn't even eat sugar. So whatever sent it up, it must have been, the aggravation, whatever. Because when I do get upset or excited, it does bring up my sugar. But I didn't do any exercises yesterday, any workouts. I was just chilling. It was a Sunday, so I don't really do much on Sundays, but just chill out don't and just watch movies or videos all day, whatever the case is. So happy Monday. Y'all see what I'm gonna do tonight. If I feel like doing the workout, I will do it. And I'll let y'all see the video that I'm doing. It's this new Soka workout video. Just found it. I just found it last week on Friday, and I was doing it. I did it for like 30 minutes, and the next 30 minutes I did after that, it was purely aerobics, stretching, and meditation. So normally I would do my meditation for a whole hour, but I did it that night for only 10 minutes. So it's not that hard to do meditation for a whole hour if you really keep to yourself, put your mind to it, sit in a quiet room by yourself and don't get interrupted by nobody. And if you can, put your phone to vibrate. But if you need your phone to listen to music so you can meditate, then you do that as well, like I do. Or I do it on my tablet, and I take out 45 minutes to an hour of my time to pray, to meditate, and that's how I start my day. I wake up sometimes at 7 o'clock in the morning, sometimes at 8, sometimes at 6. It depends on how early I sleep. And also, I get disturbances when it comes to my dreams. Like, I don't know why, but whenever I have a dream about something, it disturbs me and it wakes me up. Or somebody is like, you know how you could think about somebody so much and so hard to the point it disturbs that person's spirit. It will really interrupt me. And I don't know who's thinking about me so much to the point that it's disturbing me in my sleep. But it did it so many times in a row throughout the week. So I was waking up at 6 o'clock almost every morning. But that was like the most annoying thing about it last week. I was constantly waking up at 6 every morning. But this week, I'm going to make sure I'm getting my rest. And I don't care what or who tries to disturb it. It's not going to happen. But I have so much to tell y'all. So just tune in for that one. Hey everybody. So it's about an hour later. As you seeing this, I'm giving you some tips and some great ideas on dietary stuff, but this lifestyle that everybody want to live on, but not really knowing the definition of it. But I want to tell you from my personal story, my personal experience about what got me to this point, what got me to want to make up my mind about eating certain foods like meat and stuff, and how I did portion control when it comes to sugar as well as starches, because I was listening to so many doctors and dietitians, but what they wasn't telling me was that I had varieties, that it wasn't necessary to cut out everything just to live your life in a healthy way. And to have a lifestyle, you have to be motivated, dedicated, and you have to have some type of discipline. Now, one thing I couldn't do was just cut a lot of stuff off cold turkey without being given a variety of things. Now, one thing I always do is listen to my body and my gut instinct, and it will always steer me the right way. So when I'm listening to two or three people's, such as my doctors and my dietary consultant, whatever, everybody was kind of telling me, don't do this, do that, cut this out, cut that out. And it was really getting annoying to me, to the point that I was like, you know what, I'm not going to listen to you anymore because you're not steering me in the right direction. Being told what to do is not the easiest thing in the world. And being told what to cut out cold turkey is even worse. It's like you feel like you're not going to have anything else to live for. So it's like, what do you do? How do you respond to that? The first thing anybody should do is listen to your gut instinct. Listen to your heart, listen to your body, and it won't steer you anymore. You know yourself better than anybody else. So do stuff that works for you, not what the doctors tell you to do. And not all doctors are created the same way. So you're not going to always get results out of what everybody's saying to you. What might work from one doctor won't work from another doctor. Take mine for example. My doctor, her diet is strictly vegan because she grew up in an Indian family. She grew up in a culture where, meat is not the answer to them. They feel like that meat doesn't do the body good. You shouldn't eat anything that bleeds. A lot of vegans out here learn that way. Is like, don't touch anything that bleeds. And dairy is even worse. So there was a whole lot of restrictions coming along with that. I can't live like that. I never ever could live like that. I wasn't taught to live like that. So what did I do? I started to set up a plan for myself, a 6-month plan. So the first thing I would do was learn how to portion control when it comes to everything, from desserts to foods to whatever I wanted. So every end of the month, I always made a plan to have a cheat week, not just a cheat day, a cheat week. So 7 days, I get to eat whatever I want, drink whatever I want. But I was doing that to the point that it was starting to get out of control because I was sneaking every now and then throughout the month a little bit of food here that was from a fast food store or from a deli. My favorite foods came from a bodega. So every now and then, it's like Friday, Saturdays, I'm sneaking in a sandwich. I'm sneaking in so much bad foods that wasn't so good for me. By the end of that 6 month, I gained 20 pounds. And people don't believe me when I say it's easy to gain a whole lot of pounds, and don't think it's unrealistic to gain over 10 pounds within a month. It's not unrealistic. I lived that type of moment, and it was horrific, and it really messed up my self-esteem. I feel like, okay, Sherelle, you're starting to be too much with it. Like, you're starting to be a little bit aggressive towards your body. You're not taking care of yourself. Do you even love yourself? And it really, that's how bad it was. So mentally, I was messed up. So I went back to my diabetic specialist, or diabetes specialist. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I was talking to her one day about how can I lose weight and still eat what I want. And she said, well, it's all about portion control, but at the same time, you have to cut out some of the stuff. What makes your body feel irregular? What makes it feel uncomfortable? Do you catch headaches? Do you catch cramps? Do you catch bloating? Like, do you have bloating and all this stuff? So I was like, yes, yes, and yes. And I was doing that every single week. I was like, yeah, I'm feeling cramps. Yes, I'm feeling bloated. Yes, I'm feeling pains. And I always wake up with a headache. And throughout my day, I would have headaches every now and then. Sorry, the train was like distracting me. But I was sitting here thinking, like, why am I catching headaches? Why am I having body aches? It was because of what I was eating, and then the fact that I couldn't use the bathroom. So everybody thought I was not I was not normal because I wasn't your typical normal person that would use the bathroom. So I was drinking a lot of teas. And I started to notice some of the teas I was drinking actually helped with my digestive system. So I started buying it. I invested $55, maybe close to $60, no cap, on teas. I went from drinking lemon zinger to ginger tea to ginger lemon tea. I was doing white tea, black teas. I was doing all types of teas. And every single month I was buying it constantly, and I started to notice it made me release so much gases, and it really did make my body feel better. And then my doctor as well pitched in the idea of cutting down dairy, cutting down gassy foods, foods that like was preventing you from having any type of bowel movements. I said fine, I would do it for a month. 1 month throughout, and I think it was in the middle of July, I wanted to cut out all dairy. I wanted to cut out breads. I took it a step further to see if I could gain some type of results. By the end of July, I end up losing 5 pounds. Don't tell me how, don't ask me how, but I was sitting here like shocked out of my mind. So September comes, I wanted to try it out again. I gave myself a whole month to myself to enjoy whatever I want before I started to discipline my body and to get on this journey of losing this weight. So if you really think about it, September was the final first day. It was like the final moment where I was like, enough is enough. It's time to change, and it's time to switch up your eating habits. So September 11th, I made up a list of stuff that I wanted to get to make me feel regular again. So she put me on a low sugar, low carb diet, and I'm supposed to have this high fiber diet as well. How to incorporate all that, don't know. Not an expert, like I said, don't even ask me, but I tried it. So she told me to look online to see what is a good version of a high fiber, low sugar, low carb diet. Oh Lord, when I said that this was going to kill me, I had to get rid of my favorite foods in the world. Cheese. I like cheese when it's melted. I like my bagels, my cream cheese. It's like, doesn't matter if your cheese was vegan or not. Cheese was just the source of my problems. And it was funny because everybody consumed dairy like ice cream and other stuff other than cheese, but cheese was my main thing. And whole wheat, I could never like get a hang onto it. I could never grasp onto it. So I was like, how am I supposed to incorporate that if I hate the taste of wheat? Sorry, wheat. So I bought myself the wheat bread, wheat pasta, and brown rice. And I wanted to buy the seitan beef. I spent $8 on seitan beef, and I didn't even finish the whole box. So what did I do? I tried to sneak in a little bit of real ground beef. When I said that shit backfired on me for 3 days straight, it backfired on me. Stomach cramps. I was in the bathroom a lot, and all of a sudden I started to gain a fever. Look out for part 2 for this video.